What's up, guys? Desert Monk here. It's been a while. Who sings that song? Is it Nickelback? It's been a while. It's been a while. So, um, nice to see you guys again. So, since the last time I made a video, I have been making an effort to get up earlier and go to bed earlier, which is very hard for me. I am a night owl. Just simply can't help myself. Always have been like that. And, I'll get up with just enough time to get where I need to go that day. I always have had this bad habit of living my life to my schedule the next day. So, let's say I have something to do at 10. If I'm really being on it, I'll get up at 9 to get there by 10. And that leads me to being in a rush and just all out of sorts to begin my day. And I have tried to put a stop to that. So I've been getting up earlier, and some of the improvements I've noticed are I'm not so stressed. I feel more in control of my day. My eating habits have improved because a lot of the times when I get up late, well, now there's not time for breakfast, water, coffee, whatever it may be. So that's improved, and it's that first win of the day, getting up early. So you're building an edge to attack the rest of your day like that. That's your first bit of momentum. Getting up on the first alarm, not hitting snooze, and going straight into attack mode. You want to treat it like that's the first. You won the battle, but you haven't won the war yet, but it still works in your favor. But on the downside, I did fail getting up early this morning. So, missed breakfast, rushed straight out the door, got in the car, had to put gas, right? If I had gotten up earlier, would have been able to do that comfortably, no sweat, but now I had to squeeze it in, so it made me a little late. You see what I'm saying? Crap starts rolling downhill if you let it. So didn't have any coffee. That was another. I like a little bit of coffee in the morning. 1 cup, nothing too crazy, but missed that. So I'm a little drowsy, not fully alert and prepared for what I'm getting into for the day at work. So did make a big difference, and that made me appreciate how I've been getting up early. Now it's more so of I want to get up early. So, yeah, because I failed to get up early today, I thought that would be a good time to discuss the benefits of it, because I just felt the negatives of it this morning. So I will make an effort to get up early tomorrow, so that's good. Got to keep on that grind. One thing I've noticed getting up earlier is, in the morning, 5, 6 in the morning, the world is silent. You really have some time to mentally prepare yourself for what you're getting into. You can use this time to ground yourself. Make a checklist of what you have to do today and how you're going to accomplish it. And it makes a big difference. You're taking control of your morning instead of letting your morning control you. So that's pretty priceless, you know. In a world where, in the honest truth, most people don't have control over a lot in their life, right? Everything surrounding your life you can't control. You can control that. You can control that, and it's going to help you be more prepared, more sharp for whatever you have to deal with that day. Even if it's a day where you don't have anything to do, you know, like the weekend. I don't work on the weekends most of the time, and I had a more productive weekend just by making an effort to get up early. You know, little tasks I was putting off. It's getting real hot out here. So getting up early in the morning is allowing me to do some tasks I've had to do out in the yard, you know, pulling weeds and this sort of thing, when it's a little cooler before the sun's at its peak, you know? Like, I don't want to do it at like 4 or 5 in the or 4 or 5 in the afternoon because it's just blazing hot. I have terrible skin too, so like I literally boil out there. So yeah, even on days where I don't have a designated task for work, it's still, I've seen the benefits. And those hours in the morning add up. You know, if you're one of those competitive people, think about all the people you're getting ahead of slowly. Just adding an extra hour to every morning. It makes a big difference. Next thing you know, at the bare minimum, you add 7 more hours of productivity to someone who isn't getting up early. So think of it that way. If you need a little edge to keep yourself going forward and trying to stay ahead of the curve, that's pretty important. You're not just gaining time, you're gaining a level of focus that you're not going to be allowed to have at any other point in the day. You know, I stay up late, but by the time the night comes around, it can be pretty quiet, you know, like the morning, but I've already dealt with a full day of work, stuff like that. So I'm more decompressing by then. I'm not exactly focused to like knock out the next task. In the morning, I have the whole day ahead of me, so I have no excuse to like push a task off because I want to decompress. I haven't even had the day to make me want to decompress yet. So you're going to get this certain level of focus and quiet to get your life in order in the morning that no other time's going to have. Like, you're not going to be able to like hash these things out at 2 p.m. while you're still at work and there's a lunch rush, or you're in the middle of laying cement, or like whatever it may be for that day, you know, whatever job you have. You're not going to get that undivided concentration at 2 p.m. midday at work than you would in the morning when it's silent. It makes a big difference. So yeah, definitely consider that. It's helped me in these last like 2 weeks, I would say, besides today. But you know, even then I realized the importance of it. So that's a win in its own. The person who wakes up 20 to 30 minutes before work, think about what they're going through. You know, they're rushing, they're stressed, no breakfast. And then on top of that, you have to instantly react to what everyone else's needs are, right? So say you wake up 30 minutes before work or whatever, and you rush straight in there. What are you rushing into when you go to work a lot of the time? Problems. Someone's problem, you know? I worked at a gym for a while, and when I'd get in there on these days where I woke up late, first thing in the morning, I'm dealing with people's billing issues and Why isn't the sauna cleaned? And like, these are all reasonable things for people to worry about, and I'm not against helping them with it, but it was a lot of other people's energies and problems coming at me before I even fully absorbed the day, you know? So now it's like every little issue you're running into helping these people hits a little harder because I barely even sorted out my issues that morning, let alone having to help solve theirs, you know? So that's a thing to consider too, is waking up late and then going straight into work or some task. You're not, that shield that you can put over yourself to absorb what the day has for you hasn't been fully built up yet. See, it's the same information's going to hit a little harder if you didn't prepare yourself that morning. And then you look at the people that wake up early. You got to look at it as like you're a predator, not the prey that day, because you're fully prepared to attack your prey, whatever that is. Whatever issue you have that day, you're more equipped to deal with it. So be the predator, not the prey of the morning. It reduces stress levels. So you can never go wrong with that. You know, who wants to be stressed? So keep that in mind. It's physically not good for you to be stressed. So make sure to breathe and don't check your phone. Don't check your phone in the morning. I've made that mistake a couple times when I've gotten early and I'll see the latest bombing or the newest mass attack, or who's hating who that day, or whatever it is. You know, it's like, it's too much to absorb right in the morning. So just give yourself time to breathe, make a checklist of all the tasks and how you're going to accomplish them, and just get ready to rock and roll. That's all I can say. So my challenge to you guys will be, whenever you wake up, unless you're already on it, you know, unless you're already getting up at 5 in the morning or whatever, like, good for you. But if you struggle with getting up early, like I do, set your alarm for 30 minutes earlier than you normally would. Give that a shot. Just 30 minutes, and then once you start acclimating to that, you could try an hour or whatever you please. But yeah, give it 30 minutes earlier than you normally would wake up. That's my challenge to you, and that's how I started challenging myself, and I'm glad I did it. So it's been a while, but good to be back. I'm the Desert Monk, and I'll see you guys in the next round.